To avoid another financial mess, Kansas City's American Jazz Museum will now face more oversight from City Council. A short time ago, members passed 2 resolutions, adding strings to additional funding and allowing the change of the museum's board. But there's been some disagreement over those measures. 41 Action News reporter Kat Reed has more.
Well, the disagreement really only came from one council member. Both resolutions just passed 11-1. The single no coming from Councilman Jermaine Reed, who is vehemently opposed to both resolutions. Burying the hatchet might not be the best phrase to describe what happened in City Hall on Thursday.
I don't know if there was really ever a hatchet there. I try not to have sharp objects around me.
Earlier in the week, Mayor Pro Tem Scott Wagner and members of the Finance and Governance Committee found themselves on the receiving end of a stern email from Councilman Jermaine Reed.
You know, I'm concerned that we're not acting in good faith.
Those concerns stem from 2 resolutions about the American Jazz Museum. One would eliminate the requirement that the mayor appoint a 3rd district council member to the museum's board. The other would halt any additional funding to the museum without council approval. But Councilman Reed penned his own measure.
I think that this is very just clear and to the point in terms of how we move forward.
His resolution called for the city manager to implement recommendations from consultants' audit of the museum and report back to council in 45 days. Mayor Pro Tem Wagner offered to co-sponsor the resolution, not burying the hatchet, but acknowledging one thing everyone agrees on.
I think what it does suggest is one can agree and disagree related to how this conversation has occurred, but I think there is very much agreement that we all want the Jazz Museum to move forward.